of beers, man. So let's go for it. Right, let's go for it. And then I'm also going to turn off that. So we got a bit of darkness. Darkness descends from the mountain tops. Okay, hey guys, this is Unclejona here coming at ya. And this is being recorded live. Well, hang on, that doesn't make any sense because all my videos are recorded live, but we're broadcasting on VaughnTV live. And the man that brewed a homebrew that I'm going to review, he's watching this live. So yeah, it's going to be good. It's going to be good. Any old toss. And he's the man that sent me this beer. Chocolate Stout Bulldog. If you got those kits, 6.6% on the ABV, and this was bottled back in September. Now, usually stouts get better with age, but this man was so, how should we say, he knew that this was a beer that was a keeper. You know, this was one of those beers that had to be shared, and I'm so thankful that he sent me one. So Simon, thank you very, very much for this, and thanks for letting me do this review tonight as well. So we better do things first. He said it's not that carbonated, so we better do a check though, because I've had a few exploding beers. This is not one of those. Oh my god, I can... Oh, that's... Man, I can smell the chocolate already. And the other thing, which is funny, is he is actually drinking one of these beers as I'm reviewing it. He said it's a touch flat, so I want to do a bit of an aggressive pour. Bit of an SJ pour at the end, just to force a bit ahead. There we go, leave a little bit in the bottom. Look at that, that's okay. Look at that, bro. Got a nice head on there. It's slightly off head. We're talking a dark kind of... It's getting on for brown. What do you think? Like a beigey kind of head on that bad boy. But like any old stout, dark as anything. Really dark. You can't see anything through this beer at all. And the aroma is chocolate, man. It's all the way. And this is from one of those Bulldog kits that you can buy. I believe... I could talk to him if I was actually paying attention to the chat room, but I better not because it would distract me. But I'll ask him in a minute. But I believe this is a 2-can kit from the Bulldog variety. You've seen those down in the homebrew shop. And he's added, he's steeped some grains, some dark grains, and he's added a whole load of the chocolate nibs to get that. I mean, that aroma, that's like... You know, if you make up a cup of hot chocolate or a mug, you know, now that we're in October and we're getting through into the nights are getting dark. I mean, come on, the clocks are going to change soon. And that's the aroma that kind of gives you a big warm hug, you know, keeps you warm. Anyway, dude, Si, thank you very much for sending me this brew. Let's dive in. We got that chocolate bitterness up front. It's quite carbonated. Oh, and then secondary, boom, there's that chocolate. And it's like, we've definitely got the roasted notes in there, but the sweetness of the chocolate and the dark roasted malts kind of are intertwined. This, I mean, dude, if I was you, I'd keep a few bottles of this, if you can, and see what happens over time, because either those two tastes, the roastiness and the chocolateness, are going to meld even more, or they might separate. Hopefully they'll meld, do like a Vulcan death grip. But that bitterness into sweet lactosiness, then back into the roastiness. That's really nice. Very complex. But I mean, this, dude, this is a gorgeous beer, man. It really is lovely. And this is a kit brew. I mean, I'm trying hard to pick out the tang, you know, the homebrew twang, if you know what I'm saying. And it's not really there. I mean, it's very well hidden. Maybe just right at the end of the aftertaste. But it mixes so well with that roastiness of the barley. Carbonation. Dude, I'm very, very impressed. That is a keeper. Very much so. And I do have your letter somewhere. I don't have it to hand, but he sent me a whole page, more or less, of A4 of all his ingredients and, you know, the tweaks that he did to it. And yeah, this is nice. Head retention, yeah, fair enough. He was worried about that. But yeah, I mean, it's not sticking around, but you've still got a bit of head. Lacing, not so much, but that doesn't matter in my book. This beer's all about the flavour and the aroma. I mean, the way things mix over time. If I was in a darkened room and I just, you know, had a few beers and I came home, had one of these sitting on the side, I could pick it apart in my brain. That's a very, very good brew. Guys, this has been Unclejona doing another review for you. Been a pleasure doing this homebrew review, and any old toss, if you want to subscribe to him, you can pick up a few tips, let me tell you. Very, very good brewer. Cheers and beers, guys. We'll see you on the next time for another homebrew review. Shum on. Oh, man, that's a keeper. No mistake.